Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. I have never known peace like this before. I'm a lonely nevermore. Since God came into my life, as God has always been in my life, but I thought I was in control, and I wasn't in control of nothing. I was losing control. I was losing control so much I was about to lose control of my life. I was about to lose my life. I had lost the will to live. I was already on a journey to grow. And on that journey to grow, I began to change the way I eat. I don't live to eat, I eat to live. But it's been a progress and a process. And it's still progress. I progress every day. Certain foods I really truly stay away from. God has really had me on a journey because I used to love BLTs. I used to love BLTs. I used to eat BLTs so much. And I will always remember the delicious taste of a BLT. But the BLT is not good for me. The meat I can do without because that type of meat runs the risk of running up my blood pressure and causing on heart disease and other problems, and I'm trying to avoid those type of issues. I'm trying to live healthy. I'm trying to grow. In order to grow, I have to help my body to help me to be here. I have to eat and live my life as if there is no tomorrow. I got to swing by the chandelier. I do. I have to swing by the chandelier with my eyes closed, holding on to my faith in the Lord, leaving my cup filled, so that in order for tomorrow, God grace me to be here, that I can pour out of my cup, because God will pour into my cup again. Because as I continue to seek after God, God seeks after me, my friend. It's true. God seeks after you just as you seek after God. So keep seeking after the Lord. Keep seeking peace. I have a beautiful, wonderful peace. It is so incredible. I have never experienced this in my life. This right here, I've never had. I can remember far back as I was a child. But even as a child, we have worries and stresses. But now I have learned to turn it all over to God and to grow today for tomorrow. Because I'm living on the edge of tomorrow. And as the world turns, I grow. I don't know what's coming around the corner, but one thing I do know is that as I put my trust and faith in God, as I swing by the chandelier, honey, God got me. God got me. Put your trust and faith in God. I'm just having a conversation with you, honey. Put your trust and faith in God. That's what I do. I used to focus in and zero in on the breaking news. I did. I used to zero in so much on the breaking news, they had me on the edge of my seat that I couldn't even drive the bus. You hear me? I had the telephone in my hand on breaking news because the news is always breaking. I'm like, what's going to happen next? What's coming up? What's happening? What the world coming to? What we going to do? I used to call my sons up. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? What's going to happen? What's going to happen to us? And they'd be like, Mom, it's going to be all right. But the breaking news, have you seen what's breaking? What they talk about is always something. And it's still breaking. I ain't had a TV in 3 years. And the breaking news is still breaking. But now I done focused in on the other breaking news. There's some other breaking news. Hear ye, hear ye. I'm the town crier. Hear ye, hear ye. Do you hear me? God is breaking. God is on the move. The love, peace, and soul train coming to a city near you or straight to you. We on the move, honey. We growing for God. So, see, as the news is breaking, I'm focusing over here on the side. I take the rain that came and I grow. Some of that rain shall never come again. I can remember those stormy days. But it won't be them kind of stormy days. It won't be them kind of stormy days no more. Not for me, honey. I grow. See this right here? Listen to this for a minute. For a second. Peace. Honey, go find you some peace, honey. You need that. Peace is a mainstay. You got to have peace every day. See, this is what I didn't understand. And I just still can't believe it. Sometimes, I used to pinch myself. And I'm pinching myself right now, because it's just so unbelievable. This peace. Go find you some peace. We all need peace. Honey, if you got to run to the wilderness to go find peace so you can be able to think, turn that radio off. Get that out your ear. Turn that radio off so you can hear the wisdom that you need to hear, my dear. The wisdom that you need to hear from God to tell you what to do next, what your next move gonna be. See, because you ain't gonna find it in the bottom of a alcohol bottle, because I can tell you what, the bottle will never be empty because you're gonna fill it up again. The glass will never be empty till you put it up on the shelf. It's time for you to be done. It's time for you to rise up. You ain't who you used to be. You a shadow of your old self. So rise to reach your greatness. Greatness in God. I'm telling you right now, rise up, because you are greatness. You are. You are greatness. It's spirituality. That's what it is. It's spirituality. And, I was going to finish recording that episode in front of, in there with Bishop while he was doing, he was cleaning up the kitchen. But he was just making so much noise. But I got to understand that life happens. And I got to be able to deal with it. Don't let nothing and no one stop you. And as you see, I just removed myself just to go on with God's word, just to go and find peace, just a little bit of peace, so I can kind of focus in on what I need to focus in on, that God is moving, not the oppression. Because I used to let the oppression worry and stress me, and I don't know what to do, and take it out on me. I got to go have a drink. Oh, I got to go have a drink today because I don't know how I'm going to deal with this today. I got to go drink and think. Do some stinking thinking. Next thing you know, I say I'm going to go do something. Because you don't want some stinking thinking. Drinking. I thank God that he delivered me from drinking. God did. God will deliver you from anything that you want to be delivered from. The question is, do you really want to be delivered from it? Because if you really do, mind over anything. Don't nothing control you. You don't let nothing run you. You came in this world with nothing. You can't even let clothes run you. I got to have the latest this, the latest that, because look here. You came in with the latest nothing. It was a birthday suit. Nothing. And when we leave here, we living with nothing. It don't matter who you are down here on this earth. You leaving with nothing. You can have it all, and you still gonna have nothing. You hear me? It could be yours right now. But honey, along comes some oppression, trouble, 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 trouble. Remember that dog running from trouble? Just trouble, trouble, trouble. Material things don't mean anything. They really don't. Material things don't mean anything. Sharing is caring. Something means something to someone who has nothing and no one. We can let things drive us crazy, but I want you to remember something. What you don't let defeat you will only make you stronger. Come out of it. Whatever it is, whatever's trying to hold you down, whatever weapon has formed, it shall not prosper. You're going to grow through it and over it. You're going to rise from the dust. You're going to rise and be anew. Be strengthened. Because you're going to take that battle that you just went through, and it's going to make you even stronger. You're going to come back stronger. You're going to beat this. You're going to defeat it. It's not going to defeat you unless you let it, unless you want it to, unless you're ready to give up, unless you're ready to give in. And then you give the enemy the victory when you give up and you give in. And death is the final enemy. Death is the final enemy. Don't give in to the enemy, honey. Fight the enemy to the end. Squeeze my hand virtually. Fight the enemy till the end. I saw a king do it. He fought to the end to tell me never give up, grow, and rise. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to keep another dream, honey. I'm going to keep the dream alive until the day I die. His dream is our dream. I imagine the dream. John Lennon said, imagine, just imagine all the people living in harmony. Just imagine. And Dr. King dreamed. He dreamed the dream. He dreamed what he imagined. And he saw the dream in a prophecy, in an epiphany that God gave to him. See, God gave all these legends epiphanies. God gave them epiphanies. And down the line, these ancestors, these freedom fighters, impact our lives. Even down to a queen the other day who said something to a dream girl, and that's me. She said, dream, girl, dream. You dream, girl. Shirley Ralph. And I'm going to dream. I'm going to live out the dream. Matter of fact, I'm a dream girl. I'm going to live out the dream and sow the seeds of love of the dream to make the dream a reality, because he's seen the promised land. He been to the mountaintop. And I seen what he seen, the promised land, off the mountaintop, the horizon, the beloved community of people, the kingdom builders, building for tomorrow, growing in love for God, who is watching us from a distance. The Spirit of God sees all. There is nothing that the Spirit don't see. You cannot hide from God. You can go in the darkest closet, but the Spirit sees all. God is the light, the truth. God is there within you. Let the light, the love of God that is within you shine out and shine to the world, because your love is what's going to turn the key. If you give a little more than you're asking for, your love will turn the key. Give a little more. I know you need, I know you want, but give a little more. Start putting in a little bit more. Don't give in, put in. To rise up. To grow. For tomorrow. Our babies are always looking at us. I talked to Bobo, Mikhail. My daughter really don't like him called that. And I understand. She want him called by his name, Mikhail. Okay, Mikhail. And he has been having a beautiful time out there with his grandpa. He told me all about school, told me a little bit about a girlfriend, and talked about, we talked about how busy he been. And he told me that the teacher told him that he's very respectful and that he does good. And I reminded him that when you do good, good shall follow. And he just was so very, very happy. He was in the car with his grandpa. He didn't say it, but I could feel it. He told me, he said, "You were my grandma. I'll never forget you." But he told me, without telling me, "Thank you." And I knew by sending him to his grandpa that even though I would miss him very much, I can go visit him when I want to and have his little sweet touch. But I knew that would be better for him, more than what I could offer at this point in time. But honey, I'm telling you, we are growing in God. And as we lift one, we lift each other, and we all rise. And I told my baby, I reminded him, sow, love, grow. And that's exactly what he's been doing. And I'm very happy because it has allowed him and his grandpa to bond, because grandpa had only seen him, a little bit, in the summertime and different things, but now he has the opportunity to be there and raise him. And it takes a village to raise a child, and I laid down the foundation, glory be to God. Seemed like yesterday the baby was just left in my lap at 9 months old. And now he will be 9 next week. And it's been a journey to grow with Mikhail. And I thank God, because God was with me every step of the way from the time that he was left in my lap. And I was just sitting there praying. And God led the way on what to do. And then I spoke on it, that he's going to be with his grandpa, his dad, or his mother. And glory be to God. God made a way. And God is working it out, because God knows the beautiful plan for each one of us. We got to give a little more than we asking for, because see, I want the baby here with me, but I got to give a little more, for him. I got to be willing to reduce me and think about what's best for him. This is what's best for him, to be out there with his grandpa. And he told me thank you without telling me thank you. I could hear it all in his voice, how happy he was. Everything he doing, he on the go. He got so much going on, cousins and stuff that he didn't have going on out here. And I'm very, very happy for him. Grandpa is doing real good for himself, and Grandpa is able to give him the life that I am not able to, even though I can give him all the love in the world. It takes a village to raise a child, and now Grandpa's able to step in, and I thank God for it. I really do. Grandpa has his own ministry out there. Grandpa is a pastor and has done very well for himself, and I'm thankful to God for him. Truly. Truly. I am thankful to God. Glory be to God. I'm free. Free falling. Yeah, I'm free. Free falling. Free falling in God. I'm free falling in God each and every day. Free to grow. Free falling in God to grow some more. On a journey. A beautiful journey to grow in God. To God be the glory for the whole growth story. If you would like to, on the website, there is a microphone. You can leave me a private message. You can email me through the website. There's a contact form that is send an email to me. Just to send you some encouraging words. I see you growing there, Ireland. I see you, UK. I see you, Germany. United States. God help us. God bless us as we grow, as we rise, as we lift, and as we sow in 90 countries, growing in God. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. God bless you as you grow.